Chase had always dreamed of escaping the city life and finding solace in the countryside. He had grown tired of the noise, the pollution, and the fast-paced lifestyle. So when he inherited an old farm from a distant relative, he saw it as a golden opportunity. Little did he know that his dream would soon turn into a nightmare. As Chase arrived at the farm, he was taken aback by its eerie appearance. The once thriving land was now desolate and overgrown with weeds. The farmhouse itself had a haunting aura, with broken windows and a decaying porch. Ignoring the foreboding feeling that crept up his spine, Chase ventured inside. Inside the farmhouse, he discovered an old journal belonging to his late relative. The journal was filled with cryptic entries about the farm's dark history. According to the writings, the farm had been plagued by a curse for generations. The curse brought forth mysterious deaths, unexplainable disappearances, and the relentless haunting of lost souls. Intrigued and skeptical, Chase dismissed the tales as superstitions. He believed that he could turn the farm into a prosperous place, despite its past. However, as the days passed, strange occurrences began to unfold. One night, Chase was awoken by the sound of whispers outside his window. He cautiously peered through the curtains and saw a group of ghostly figures lurking among the fields. Their eyes glowed with a malevolent light, and their mournful wails sent shivers down Chase's spine. Determined to unravel the mystery of the farm, Chase delved deeper into the journal, desperate for answers. The entries spoke of an ancient ritual that could break the curse, but it required the sacrifice of a willing soul. The idea sent a chill down Chase's spine, but he knew that he had to save himself and put an end to the farm's darkness. As the days went by, Chase began to piece together the truth behind the curse. The farm had once been a site of unspeakable horrors, where a cult had conducted sacrificial rituals to appease a malevolent deity. The souls of the victims were trapped within the farm, doomed to torment anyone who dared to set foot on its cursed soil. Chase gathered his courage and decided to perform the ritual. He knew the risks involved, but he was desperate to break the cycle of death and despair. The night of the ritual arrived, and Chase stood in the heart of the farm, surrounded by ancient symbols and artifacts. Suddenly, the ground began to shake, and a thick fog enveloped the farm. The ghostly figures emerged once again, their wails growing louder and more desperate. As Chase chanted the incantation, a blinding light erupted from the sky, banishing the cursed spirits and cleansing the farm. Exhausted but triumphant, Chase knew that he had succeeded. The curse had been broken, and the farm was free from its dark past. However, as he looked around at the peaceful fields, he couldn't help but wonder if the curse would ever truly be gone. Little did he know that the farm still held many secrets, waiting to be unearthed. Months passed, and Chase settled into a routine on the now serene farm. The haunting whispers and ghostly apparitions had ceased, giving him a glimmer of hope that the curse had been vanquished for good. He tended to the land, nurturing crops and raising livestock, finding solace in the simplicity of farm life. However, as time went on, strange occurrences began to resurface. Animals would disappear without a trace, leaving behind only traces of blood and eerie, unidentifiable marks. Crops would wither overnight, despite Chase's best efforts to protect them. The peaceful nights were shattered by unsettling sounds that echoed through the darkness. Determined to understand the source of this renewed turmoil, Chase delved deeper into the farm's history. He uncovered hidden passages beneath the farmhouse, leading to a sinister underground chamber. The room was adorned with symbols and artifacts associated with ancient witchcraft and dark rituals. As Chase examined the chamber, a sense of foreboding washed over him. He knew that the curse had not been fully eradicated. It had merely lain dormant, waiting for an opportunity to reemerge. The spirits he had banished were but a fraction of the malevolence that dwelled within the farm's depths. Haunted by the thought of the farm's hidden secrets, Chase sought help from local historians and paranormal experts. Together, they unraveled a sinister truth. The farm had served as a meeting ground for a powerful coven of witches who had used their dark arts to control and manipulate the land for their own nefarious purposes. The curse that had plagued the farm was tied to the ancient witch coven, and breaking it required a more significant sacrifice than Chase had previously believed. He would need to confront the coven and face the wrath of their leader, a formidable and vengeful witch who had eluded justice for centuries. Armed with newfound knowledge and a deep sense of determination, Chase prepared for the ultimate battle. He sought out ancient relics and studied forbidden spells, honing his skills and summoning the courage necessary to confront the witch coven head-on. One moonlit night, Chase made his way to the heart of the farm. The air crackled with energy as he chanted incantations and wielded ancient artifacts, drawing upon the powers of light to counter the darkness that awaited him. The ground beneath him trembled as the coven emerged from the shadows, their eyes gleaming with malice. The leader, a sinister figure cloaked in darkness, unleashed a torrent of spells and curses, determined to protect her reign over the farm. But Chase stood his ground, his resolve unwavering. He fought with every ounce of strength, channeling the power of the relics and the spirits he had freed from their torment. A cataclysmic battle unfolded, the clash of light and dark reverberating through the night. Finally, with a final surge of determination, Chase managed to weaken the witch coven's leader, leaving her vulnerable. He cast a binding spell, sealing her powers and banishing her from the farm forever. As the dust settled, Chase surveyed the farm once again. The curse had been broken, and the farm's dark legacy had finally come to an end. The land exhaled a collective sigh of relief, the weight of centuries of suffering lifted from its soil. Chase, though weary from the battle, knew that his journey was far from over. The farm held more secrets and mysteries that awaited discovery. With newfound courage and a deep respect for the ancient powers that resided within the land, he vowed to protect the farm from any future darkness that may arise. And so, Chase continued his life on the farm, now an eternal guardian, honoring its past while embracing its potential for a brighter future. Chase's role as the guardian of the farm became a lifelong commitment. He immersed himself in studying the ancient traditions and rituals of the land, determined to understand its complexities and safeguard it from any lingering darkness. With each passing day, his bond with the farm grew stronger, and he developed a profound connection with the spirits that resided there. As the years went by, Chase became a respected figure in the local community. People sought his wisdom and guidance, often bringing their own tales of strange occurrences and supernatural encounters. He used his knowledge to assist them, offering solace and protection from the residual forces that still whispered through the farm's fields. Chase also established a sanctuary on the farm, a place where those seeking refuge from the chaos of the world could find peace. The sanctuary became a haven for both humans and the spirits that wandered the farm, bridging the gap between the living and the supernatural. However, the farm's past was not forgotten, and whispers of its haunted history continued to echo through neighboring towns. Some dismissed it as mere folklore, while others regarded it with a mixture of fear and curiosity. Chase knew that the farm would forever be a magnet for those seeking answers, and he accepted the responsibility of being its guardian with grace. Over time, Chase encountered individuals who possessed unique abilities and gifts. Sensitives, mediums, and practitioners of various mystical arts were drawn to the farm, their paths intertwining with his own. Together, they formed a collective dedicated to unraveling the farm's secrets and preserving its delicate balance. As the team explored deeper into the farm's hidden corners, they discovered forgotten chambers, ancient relics, and remnants of the witch coven's practices. They painstakingly documented their findings, striving to shed light on the farm's enigmatic past while protecting its delicate equilibrium. The spirits of the farm, once tormented souls, began to find solace and purpose in assisting Chase and his team. They acted as guides, sharing their knowledge and providing insight into the intricate workings of the land. It was a symbiotic relationship, one built on mutual trust and respect. Word of the farm's transformation spread, attracting researchers and scholars from far and wide. They sought to study the unique convergence of history, spirituality, and natural energy that emanated from the land. Chase welcomed them, but only under the condition that they approached the farm with reverence and an open mind. As the farm's reputation grew, so did its influence. It became a hub of research, a place where the boundaries between the physical and spiritual realms blurred. People from all walks of life journeyed to the farm, seeking answers, healing, and a connection to something greater than themselves. Chase's own journey continued as well. He delved deeper into the mysteries of the farm, uncovering ancient texts and forgotten rituals that expanded his understanding of the land's inherent power. He embraced his role as a conduit between the living and the supernatural, a guardian who would protect the farm's delicate balance at all costs. The farm became a symbol of hope, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the power of transformation. It stood as a beacon in a world filled with uncertainty, a place where the past and present merge, and where the echoes of history intertwined with the whispers of the future. And so, Chase and his team dedicated their lives to the farm, forging a legacy that would endure for generations to come. They safeguarded its secrets, celebrated its victories, and paid homage to its tumultuous past. Through their unwavering commitment, the farm became not just a place, but a living entity, forever intertwined with the destinies of those who embraced its enchantment. As the sun set on another day, casting a warm glow over the farm's rolling fields, Chase stood on the porch of the farmhouse, a sense of fulfillment washing over him. The journey had been arduous, filled with darkness and uncertainty, but the farm had emerged as a sanctuary of light and rebirth. With a gentle breeze whispering through the trees and the distant calls of the spirits, Chase knew that the story of the farm was far from over. It would continue to evolve, to captivate and challenge those who dared to seek its mysteries. And he, Chase, the guardian of the farm, would be there every step of the way, ready to face whatever secrets and adventures awaited him on this hallowed ground. Oliver had always dreamt of living a peaceful life in the countryside. He was tired of the hustle and bustle of the city and longed for the tranquility that only a farm could offer. After months of searching, he finally stumbled upon an old farmhouse nestled in the heart of a small, secluded town. The moment Oliver set foot on the property, he felt an eerie chill run down his spine. Despite the initial unease, he couldn't resist the allure of the picturesque farm. The sprawling fields, the charming red barn, and the gentle breeze rustling through the ancient trees beckoned him to stay. With a mix of excitement and apprehension, Oliver moved into the farmhouse. As he settled into his new life, he noticed peculiar occurrences. Objects would mysteriously move from one place to another, and strange whispers echoed through the halls at night. The old farmhouse seemed to have a life of its own. One day, while exploring the barn, Oliver stumbled upon a hidden trapdoor beneath a stack of hay. Curiosity got the better of him, and he pried it open. The trapdoor revealed a narrow staircase leading down into darkness. Oliver's heart pounded in his chest as he descended, guided only by the faint glow of his flashlight. The staircase led to a dimly lit cellar filled with an array of farming tools. As Oliver explored the dusty space, he noticed a peculiar wall covered in faded photographs. The photos depicted the previous owners of the farm, their faces etched with sadness and despair. As he studied the pictures, a gnawing feeling of unease washed over Oliver. There was something deeply unsettling about those frozen faces. He sensed their sorrow, their unfulfilled dreams, and their longing for something he couldn't comprehend. In his quest to uncover the farm's secrets, Oliver began researching its history. He discovered that the previous owners had mysteriously vanished without a trace. Rumors circulated in the town, whispering of dark forces at work on the farm. Oliver's obsession grew as he delved deeper into the farm's past. He interviewed elderly townsfolk and dug through dusty archives. Each piece of information he uncovered only added to the enigma surrounding the farm. There were tales of strange rituals, unexplained disappearances, and a curse that plagued the land. Haunted by his findings, Oliver couldn't shake the feeling that he was being watched. Shadows danced at the corners of his vision, and eerie sounds echoed through the farmhouse. His nights became sleepless as he listened to the creaking floorboards and whispered voices that seemed to come from within the walls. As the days turned into weeks, Oliver's sanity teetered on the edge. He became consumed by his quest to solve the farm's riddle, neglecting his own well-being and losing touch with reality. The once peaceful dream had transformed into a waking nightmare. Just when Oliver thought he couldn't take it any longer, a letter arrived in the mail. It was from an old woman who claimed to have information about the farm's dark history. She urged Oliver to meet her in the town's deserted church at midnight, under the light of the full moon. Oliver's heart raced with a mixture of anticipation and fear. He knew he had to confront the secrets that haunted the farm. With trembling hands, he prepared to embark on a journey that would forever change his life. Under the pale glow of the full moon, Oliver arrived at the abandoned church. Its weathered facade loomed ominously, casting eerie shadows on the overgrown path leading to its entrance. As he pushed open the heavy doors, a musty scent filled his nostrils, and the sound of his own footsteps echoed through the empty space. In the dim candlelight, Oliver spotted the old woman sitting in a pew near the front. Her face was weathered, etched with lines of wisdom and sorrow. As he approached her, she motioned for him to sit beside her. "Oliver," she whispered, her voice quivering with a mix of fear and determination. "The farm holds a dark secret, a secret that has plagued this town for generations." Oliver's heart raced, and he leaned in closer, eager to hear the truth. "Long ago," the old woman began, her voice barely above a whisper, "the farm was home to a powerful coven of witches. They used their dark magic to control the land and its inhabitants, but their greed grew insatiable. They sought to gain immortality by sacrificing the innocent souls of those who lived on the farm." Oliver's blood ran cold, and a chill shot down his spine. The pieces of the puzzle were slowly falling into place. The townspeople eventually discovered their sinister deeds. The old woman continued, her voice trembling. "They rose up against the witches, driving them out and sealing their evil powers within the farm soil. But the curse remains, lurking in the shadows, waiting for someone to unravel its mystery." Oliver felt a mix of awe and terror at the revelation. The farm had become a battleground between light and darkness, and he found himself caught in the crossfire. The old woman handed Oliver a worn leather-bound journal. "This belonged to the last surviving witch," she said. "Inside, you'll find the incantation that can break the curse and free the souls trapped within." With a sense of purpose, Oliver vowed to lift the curse that had tormented the farm and its previous owners for so long. Armed with the journal, he returned to the farmhouse, ready to face the darkness head-on. As he deciphered the cryptic incantation, Oliver realized that breaking the curse required a dangerous ritual, a ritual that would test his courage and resolve. He needed to gather specific ingredients and perform the incantation at midnight, beneath the ancient oak tree at the heart of the farm. Days turned into nights as Oliver prepared for the ritual. He gathered rare herbs and carved intricate symbols into the bark of the oak tree. The closer he got to the appointed hour, the stronger the presence of evil became. Finally, the night of the ritual arrived. Oliver stood beneath the towering oak tree, the moon casting an ethereal glow upon the farm. The wind whispered through the leaves, as if in anticipation of what was to come. With trembling hands, Oliver began the incantation, his voice carrying the weight of centuries of suffering. As the words left his lips, the ground shook, and a vortex of dark energy swirled around him. He could hear anguished cries and desperate whispers emanating from the shadows. Oliver's heart pounded in his chest as he fought against the overwhelming darkness. The curse resisted, pushing back with all its might, but he remained steadfast, pouring every ounce of his being into the incantation. And then, in a blinding burst of light, the curse shattered. The farm was bathed in a warm, golden glow as the trapped souls were finally released. Oliver's body slumped to the ground, exhausted but victorious. As dawn broke over the horizon, Oliver awoke to find the farm transformed. The air felt lighter, and the once eerie whispers had been replaced with the sounds of nature. The curse had been broken, and peace had been restored. Word of Oliver's bravery spread throughout the town, and he became a local legend, a hero who had saved the farm from its haunted past. The farmhouse thrived under his care, its fields yielding bountiful harvests and its animals flourishing. Oliver had achieved his dream of finding peace in the countryside, but he knew that the farm would always hold its secrets. And though the darkness had been banished, a part of him would forever be haunted by the eerie journey that had unfolded within the walls of the old farmhouse.